I was able to deliver it as planned.
I'm really sorry that I couldn't make it due to work commitments, but now we're officially married.
Don't worry. I chose this date because I said I wanted a special day for us to become a couple. We've been living together for 3 months now, so maybe it's not such a big change. Maybe it's just something I feel differently about. We're officially newlyweds.
Yes, we are. I feel like there's a different kind of responsibility that's riding on my shoulders. I think it's different.
Let's support each other and be happy.
Yeah, that's right. We should discuss not just the good parts, but also the not-so-good ones, and help each other grow, right?
What?
Well, if we are not improving each other but dragging each other down, then there's no point in being in a relationship.
I just filed for marriage. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just a piece of paper. I thought it's a great system that you can get married with a piece of paper and get divorced with a piece of paper.
It's really bad luck to talk like that.
I'm just kidding.
I'm at work. I'll see you later.
It's your lunch break, right?
Yeah, right. What's wrong?
Something I've been holding back for a long time. Isn't it strange that you leave before me in the morning?
Huh?
I mean, now that you're a wife, when your husband wakes up in the morning, you're supposed to serve him a freshly made breakfast and say goodbye to him.
No, you're the one who sleeps until the last minute, right?
Yes, but you're not single anymore.
No. My office is farther away. So if you want to get up earlier than I do and leave before me, you can do that. But I'll be late if you wake up late.
Seriously? That attitude isn't good enough. I want a better marriage and a better relationship with you.
I want that too.
Hey, you're one to talk. That's just your catchphrase, isn't it? In the end, you don't really get it, do you? You're in denial. If you can't do these basic things as a wife, I'm divorcing you.
I found the divorce papers on the table. Where are you?
I came home thinking you didn't get anything done today anyway. And then you came home without any sign of remorse. You don't understand what I said, do you?
What? What are you talking about?
If you heard what I said this morning, at least come home early today. You'd at least welcome me home, right?
Well, I left work on time, and actually, I even got home a little earlier than usual. You said you wanted to stay here, so you chose a house close to your office.
What? Is it my fault?
Besides, we talked about work before we got married, right? I like my job. I don't want to quit.
I never told you to quit your job.
I said I'd include my career in the discussion.
Your career? You're a woman. We're not talking about your career right now, are we? I'm talking about your attitude and responsibility as a wife.
No. It has something to do with that. You can't just do what you want. Why don't you shorten your hours and work from home more?
Why are you blaming me so much? Why don't you apologize first? You should say, I'm sorry, I couldn't do my wife's work because of my job. Do you want a divorce? If this isn't the married life you imagined, then it's okay with me.
What? What's that? We've only been married for 3 days. The wedding is in 2 months.
Well, yeah, but if you're not willing to fix things, wouldn't it be better for our lives not to go to waste rather than just dragging on pointlessly?
I get it.
What?
I'll try to adjust my work schedule or something. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? That's great. I'm glad you're being so understanding. I guess I don't have to file for divorce this time.
Yeah, I guess.
Get rid of that paper.
I found divorce papers again.
Yes. Do you know why it happened again? If you don't reply, it means you don't understand. Most of the time, those who hurt others don't care about anything, so they don't even realize they're hurting others.
You don't have to put it like that. This is about the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, my company's barbecue.
I made the dish just as you told me to. I waited in line for half a day or more to get the souvenir you asked for, just like you told me to, even taking time off work for it.
Yeah, you're right. You just did what I told you to.
That's right. I haven't done anything weird, have I?
That's right. You didn't do anything, and yet you were pampered and flattered.
No. You told me to be careful because my reputation is also your reputation. That's why I was smiling all the time, not saying anything.
You think you're a good wife if you can only do what you're told? That's why you're no good. In the first place, a good wife is one who, when complimented, humbly says it was her husband's idea or something.
Oh no.
How many times have you done this? You want to be served divorce papers again? How many times are you going to hurt me or make me do something I don't want to do?
I'm sorry.
Come on, get a grip. I'm losing my mind. If you're going to learn from your mistakes this time, you can get rid of the divorce papers. Where are you now? You're a real jerk, you know that?
Where are you? We talked this morning. You said you were going to be late tonight.
I'm hungry. Get the food ready. You haven't even done the laundry.
Hey, Kevin, I just got off work. I'm on my way home. I told you I had to work late, didn't I?
Don't make excuses. If you're not home when I get home from work, you're not my wife anymore. I told you I'll divorce you if you don't shut up.
That again?
You're letting me down so much that I can't help but think you'll do it again, right?
I work too. I wanted you to at least think about sharing the housework.
What? You're being unusually defiant.
Maybe you're right.
What's with that attitude? You need to cook for me, clean for me, and do everything for me. If you don't like it, get a divorce.
I've already filed for divorce.
What?
I thought I'd had enough. I thought, why am I putting up with this? That's why I was carrying it around.
What? Just now?
I was in front of the courthouse when you called me. I thought it was the best timing. It was like a sign from God.
What? Wait. God?
I submitted the divorce papers to the night clerk at the courthouse.
What?
I'm going back to my parents' house.
What? Hey, to get a divorce, you need divorce papers.
I don't have to ask you for divorce papers. Divorce. How many dozens of divorce papers with your name on them have you slapped on me?
It's like, I did it to make you more worthy of being my wife.
When I see a huge stack of divorce papers, it's hard to believe anything other than that you really want a divorce.
No, so it's not.
Anyway, the divorce papers have been filed securely, so we're strangers now. My brothers will pick up the rest of my stuff this weekend.
What? Your brothers?
That's right. 2 people who go to the boxing gym you don't like every day.
What the hell? Pulling a fast one on me like this out of nowhere? Damn, I'm going to charge you alimony. You know what? Now, how much should I charge you?
Speaking of fees, I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon.
Huh? Why a lawyer?
Well, goodbye.
Let's talk it over. I think I can forgive you now. You can't turn back time, so we need to come to terms with each other, right? So you're ignoring me because I am now being humble? And just when I thought a certified mail had arrived. What do you mean by alimony?
If you received a content-certified mail, you'd understand.
I didn't do anything that requires me to pay a fee.
Did you not read the document I sent you?
The one that says I cheated on you? I don't know anything about that. Don't threaten me without proof. I know you're worried about your immediate financial situation because I divorced you, and you want some money. I'm not going to fall for that.
Hey, Kevin, don't you think that I have evidence of the affair when a professional lawyer is involved?
What?
He accepted my request because he has enough evidence to defend me. If you just clamor for compensation, you'll be shown the door. Can't you even think straight?
Really?
Besides, I don't have a low enough income to make my life difficult.
Huh?
I don't know why you look down on me, but I was making more than you. Well, it went down for a while because I shortened my hours.
For a while?
Yeah, we got divorced, so I told my boss I was going back to my old hours, and my boss was happy to take me back.
So, how much do you make now by any chance?
I'll leave that to your imagination. Well, anyway, you're gonna have to pay alimony, and you're gonna have to pay it in full. I won't accept anything but a lump sum.
Excuse me, do you have a minute? We once swore our love to each other before God, right? If you have tender feelings left for me... No, okay? I know you are kind and you'll definitely reply to me. Right?
What? You've already paid the alimony in full, and we're no longer in a relationship where we can casually discuss things like that. I'm going to block you, and I don't want you to contact me anymore. Your blatant flattery is so obvious, it's the worst.
I'm not flattering you. I'm just telling you the truth. You've always been so nice to me.
So, what's your point?
I'd like a temporary refund.
Huh? You do understand what it means to be demanded alimony, right? You want it back?
Actually, Heather also asked for alimony.
Heather. Oh, the woman you cheated on me with. The wealthy young lady you started a relationship with under the pretense of being single.
To think that after all the love we shared, she'd demand alimony from me and end things.
If you're serious about that, then I'm really pissed off.
Huh?
Why are you talking like a tragic hero when you could have been sued for marriage fraud?
Marriage fraud.
It's a pain when you don't even realize what you're doing, right? I think you got away with only paying alimony because the relationship fell apart before marriage or money matters got involved.
Seriously, but why? Why did Heather find out that I was married? As soon as I paid you alimony, I'm so broke that even my living expenses are in jeopardy, and the timing is so bad. If I don't do something, not only will my savings be reduced to zero, but I may have to take on debt as well.
You really are stupid, aren't you?
What the hell?
Didn't you ever consider the possibility that Heather and I are working together?
Huh?
Come to think of it, did I not mention it? I found out about your affair when I was contacted by Heather's parents.
Even her parents are in the picture?
I knew she is the daughter of a good family, and they do a certain amount of research on their boyfriends. They found out that you were married. They were very upset when they called me up. They said, "Your husband is cheating on you, and he's cheating on our daughter by pretending he's single." They provided me with a lot of evidence that they had thoroughly researched.
Seriously?
The timing of the alimony request was a result of their concern for me.
That's what happened. Help. How did I get into this mess? My only fault was to express my feelings to the woman I loved. Heather was my business partner, so her father got mad and told the president of my company to cancel the deal. And then he got mad. He made me quit. I had no place to go, and of course my mother told me not to come back. It's just my mother and me and my family. I'm sure she did that because she was hurt. I just wanted to show my love. I just wanted everyone to care about me.
Seriously? You're a stranger to me now. You're annoying. I just got off work and I'm finally taking a break. Don't send me depressing messages. Or better yet, don't even drop me a line.
Because I don't have anyone else to listen to me.
How old are you? I was going to wait and see before I blocked you, but I think I'm done. You're so annoying and bothersome.
Wait a minute. I'm worried about my mom.
Huh?
You're good friends with my mom. That's why I want you to talk to her.
Huh? You're consulting me?
My father passed away when I was 19, and so did both my grandma and grandpa. If my mother disowns me, she'll be left to grow old alone and lonely.
Hey, did she disown you without even asking you?
What?
Your mother got married to a man of the same age, whom she had been dating for 2 years.
Huh? Merry-go-round.
What?
I was in a hurry and my finger slipped when I tried to type Mary.
Calm down. Well, that's what it's all about. I don't think you need to worry about your mother. I heard that they have decided to enter a nursing home together when they retire, and they've already started making preparations.
They've already decided that much? I mean, how do you know? I'm her son and I didn't hear anything.
I think I was told about it first because I've been consulted about love matters as another woman. But in your case, perhaps she was about to talk to you about it when she found out about your terrible blunder, so she ended up not saying anything.
My terrible blunder.
You cheated on me, your wife. You were also deceiving a woman into thinking you were single. When your mother found out, she started crying and apologizing over and over again to me and Heather.
What?
It seems that your mother's boyfriend was trying to cheer her up, and they moved up their marriage plans.
Oh no, I'm going to be all alone. Long time no see. Do you remember me? If you love me, you'll remember me.
What? Love?
Your husband, whom you love.
My husband. My fiancé has a different ID.
It's Kevin.
What? Who?
Don't be shy. How could you forget me?
I blocked you. You went to the trouble of changing your ID to get in touch with me? That's creepy.
Don't talk to me like that. The reason I changed my ID is because I didn't have the money to pay my phone bill for a while, so I canceled my subscription. Now that I've finally paid off my debt, I can finally sign a contract for a new phone.
Wow, you were able to pay it off. That's great.
Maybe it's because I've been working so hard to distract myself from the loneliness of being on my own. Still, it was only a few years, but it felt like a long time.
So you changed your cell phone number and line ID because you signed a new contract?
That's what I meant. Please, sign up here.
What? I don't want to.
Don't say that. I know exactly how you feel.
My feelings?
I heard you're still single.
So what?
I heard it from someone and I was so touched that you were waiting for me. I prepared the marriage certificate, so I wrote it and submitted it to the courthouse right away. Let's live together again from now on.
Huh? I don't understand how you can think that way.
So, where do you live now?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, why not? Because if you don't tell me, I can't get to you.
Don't come here. Nobody's waiting for you.
I'm single.
I'm single at the moment, but I have a live-in fiancé.
What?
Unlike you, he's sincere, kind, and healed me after I was hurt. I don't want you.
No way. Are you kidding me?
You're annoying.
What?
I'll have to think about changing my cell phone number and ID.
K.
I'll block you for now. Bye.
K.
He said, I will never know how much I hurt him. That's exactly what he said to me, and it made me realize what he meant. I was wondering where he got the idea that I was still in love with him. My friend said that he had been looking for me for a long time, but all our mutual friends knew what was going on. It seems that nobody helped him because of his past wrongdoings. Fortunately, I have moved out of my parents' house and live in another part of the U.S. I now live in my fiancé's hometown, so I don't think Kevin will ever find me. He seems to have realized this and has given up looking for me. That's probably why he slipped away to the other person he loved. But I heard that it turned out badly in Heather's house. He somehow slipped through security and shouted his love in front of her room. But a small man came out. He simply said that Heather had already moved out and that he was the current resident. Kevin mistook him for Heather's lover and went on a rampage. Moreover, he kept calling Heather's name as if he were crazy. He destroyed furnishings worth several thousands of dollars. He was later charged for the cost of repair and replacement. He was back to the days of debt hell again. He was taken to the police when he went on a rampage. It seems he had to fulfill his obligations before he could pay his debts. Heather found out about the incident and filed a restraining order against him. I followed the same procedure just to be safe. He called his mother in tears, saying that he regretted it a lot and that he couldn't stand life in jail. She answered the phone once, but after that, she never contacted him again. It seems she has blocked all contact. Kevin told me that he loved me, but as a result of all the restrictions and freedoms he had taken away from me, he now has no freedom of his own. And now he is in a place where he has no freedom at all. It's exactly what he deserves. I am living with my new family, supporting each other in the true sense of the word. A place where we can smile all the time, supporting each other. I want to nurture my new family with gratitude for my partner. You came to see me? I guess I was sleeping. I'm sorry. Oh, you noticed? You were sleeping, so I just left. I'm sorry I couldn't talk to you, but I'm glad you came. Come see me again if you can. I'd love to talk to you.
Sure. I know it's depressing to be in a hospital bed all day. I'll come see you again.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to hear about your sudden hospitalization. You were always full of energy.
I know. I'm surprised too.
And I'm shocked. I'm going to get better as soon as possible and go home. You'll be fine. You know, fancy may kill or cure. By the way, is Paul doing okay while you're in the hospital?
Yeah, he seems to be okay. He sends me messages every day so I know what he's doing. Surprisingly, he seems to be cooking for himself. He even did his laundry. He usually doesn't do anything at home, but I guess he can do it if he tries.
Guys really don't do anything when they have wives. Maybe your hospitalization was a good opportunity for him. I hope this opportunity will make him appreciate you.
Yeah, I hope so. I won't expect much though. You know, he's not an indoor person.
It doesn't matter if he's indoor or outdoor. Nowadays, guys have to be able to do housework too, or they won't be liked by girls. But I'm sure Paul is busy. I can go help him.
You're also busy. I can't ask you to do that.
You don't have to worry about me. You're my precious little sister.
He seems to be taking it easy, so I think he is enjoying his single life too. He should be fine being alone.
But you're worried about him too, right? It's not something that will last forever, so don't worry. I'll just check on him occasionally and help him out. Leave it to me while you're in the hospital. I want you to be treated without worrying about anything.
Are you sure? Then will you help him sometimes?
Sure thing.
Thank you, Zoe. I'm really glad you're my sister.
Don't say funny things.
Then leave it to me. Whenever you're available is fine.
Okay. Mia, how are you feeling?
Yeah, not bad. Personally, I'd like to get out of the hospital now.
Right. You must be concerned about Paul the most, aren't you?
Not like that, but...
Be honest. I have good news for you.
What is it?
I thought I'd give you an update on him.
Yeah? Thanks for always helping out, Zoe. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But you don't have to give me updates. I know you're busy too.
What are you saying? I just want you to feel relieved so that you can get better soon.
Zoe...
By the way, last night, I got some fresh cabbage, so I made coleslaw.
What? I want to eat it.
I can make you as much as you want after you get out of the hospital.
Really? I'm so happy.
But you know, Paul was surprised.
Why?
He said he had never eaten handmade coleslaw before.
Really? I think I've made it before. Maybe it didn't taste enough to make it memorable? I know your cooking is delicious.
And since he said he wanted to eat Chinese food today, I thought I'd make some fried noodles.
That sounds delicious. I'd like to eat that too.
I'll make for you too. I just texted him to tell him what we're having for dinner, and he said, "Oh my God, I love fried noodles."
Wow, he's having a good life. He's having you all to himself. Not fair.
What?
And then he told me something. Told you what?
He asked me to keep coming to cook for him.
What? He told you such a brazen thing? He's totally taking advantage of the fact that you're a good cook. Sorry, Zoe.
It's nothing to apologize for.
You know, I'm not a good cook. Paul is so kind that he eats my food and says it's delicious. Of course, everyone loves delicious food. I'm jealous of you.
What are you saying? You have a lot of things I don't have.
Is that so?
Of course you do. So you know, I'd like to keep cooking for him. Is that okay?
Of course that's fine. As long as it's okay with you, please. Then I don't have to worry about Paul's health.
Yay! Then I'm officially his wife now.
Huh? What do you mean? Well, until I get out of the hospital, I guess you're his substitute wife.
Mia, did you hear from Paul?
About what?
You don't know? He said he wants to date me just the other day.
Huh? What are you talking about? Don't make bad jokes just because I'm bored.
I'm not joking. It's true.
You're lying.
He said maybe Mia will continue to stay in the hospital. If that happens, I'm not sure what I should do with our marriage. Unlike her, you can do anything, so I thought now was the chance. What do you think?
What? Zoe, are you trying to entertain me?
How could I make such a joke?
Did Paul really say that?
I'm sorry, Mia, but it's true. I've heard a lot of complaints about you. I hate to say this, but...
What is it?
He's not happy with your sex life. Did you have sex with him often?
Well, I didn't do it every day, but...
Right? I took care of it too.
Huh? What? What do you mean?
It means what it means. We spent the night together. It was awesome.
Hey, Zoe, do you know what you're saying?
I know what I'm saying. That's why I told you I can't say this kind of thing as a joke. I've told you many times. I feel bad for you, but I can't control my feelings either. Paul, he looks just like my first love. That's why I've been thinking about him. I was into him for the past few days. I can't help it, right?
Wait, Zoe, was that what you wanted when you said you'd take care of Paul, while noticing you like him?
That's the way it turned out. But he needed me too. You know, I feel sorry for him being left alone while you're in the hospital. Even if you could leave the hospital, you can't even cook a decent meal, can you? I feel sorry for him. Even if you hadn't gone into the hospital, eventually, this would have happened. So, you know, I'll be his wife.
Did I go crazy after being hospitalized? I have no idea what you're talking about. Is this real?
Right. You're in a hospital bed, so it won't ring a bell with this explanation. Well then. Will you believe me if you see this? Me and Paul, we're in love, right? It's not photoshopped.
Oh no, Zoe. Did you trick me? And I can't believe that you would treat me so badly while I'm fighting a disease. I can't forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like you, but I couldn't help it. We are attracted to each other. You can't take care of him when you're in the hospital, right?
Fine, I'm divorcing him.
Really? Thanks, Mia. Now we can get married in peace.
Whatever.
Oh, but I won't get married until you get out of the hospital. You are his current wife. I'll keep you updated.
No, you don't have to.
Why not? Don't you want to know all the details? You're really curious about it, aren't you?
What? Are you crazy? I don't want to know what's going on with my adulterous husband. I don't understand.
I don't think you believe me. You're still doubting me, aren't you?
Huh? I really don't understand. How can I doubt you after you showed me that photo?
Well, I wanted you to admit it.
That's enough. You're making me feel sick and my condition will get worse again. I'm getting divorced, so just leave me alone.
No, it doesn't work like that. I need you to examine closely. You need to know I'm more suitable for Paul.
When did you become such a person, Zoe? You're toast as a human being.
I don't need you to tell me that. I'm just staying with the one I love. I don't need you to tell me what to do.
I get it now, so leave me alone. I won't even read a message from you.
Read it to the end. It's just that the man I fell in love with happened to be your husband. I have the right to choose, don't I?
Yeah, please, choose on your own. You are his best.
Now you understand? I knew it. So, while you are his wife, I'll keep you updated. Bye for now.
Whatever.
How dare you? You're so dirty.
What is it all of a sudden?
You told everyone, didn't you?
What? I don't understand. What are you talking about? It's impossible for me to go talk to everyone, isn't it?
Don't play dumb. It has to be you. You're the one who told about us.
I said I'm in the hospital. How can I tell everyone?
There are so many ways. You have your phone? You called every one of them, huh? You're the only one who would do that.
I haven't done anything yet.
What do you mean, yet?
I'm going to tell everyone eventually, but you know what?
See? It was you.
Hey, I said no. If I tell them now and go through the procedures, it won't work for me too. I need to proceed with the life insurance and all those stuff too. I'll tell everyone and go through all the procedures after I get out of the hospital and settle down.
Then how does everyone know?
I don't know.
They stare at me. My best friend said she doesn't want to see me anymore. She told me I was disgusting for having an affair with my sister's husband while you are in the hospital.
Oh, but it's true.
I knew it was you.
I really don't know. I don't have your friend's phone number. There's no way I could tell anyone. You told her yourself, didn't you?
Why would I do that? It's ridiculous. Now that everyone knows, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
God, my dream is to be a bride. I was going to tell everyone after I got married.
But you know, they'll figure it out eventually, right? Maybe they notice it first?
That's not all.
Huh? What?
Paul is getting a flood of calls from people accusing him. He said his colleagues and friends all left him. He turned pale.
Oh dear. Well, that's what happens when you hear this story. If I had a friend like that, I might do the same thing. Considering what you did, it can't be helped, right? That's how sinful you are.
Huh? What's with that tone? There's no doubt about it. It was definitely you. Tell the truth.
I really don't know anything, and I didn't do anything. I'm telling you, it's too much trouble to get divorced while I'm in the hospital.
Then who did it?
I don't know. If you want to know, why don't you look it up yourself? But if everyone knows, I wonder if it's X.
It was you after all. Just tell the truth. I can forgive you if you tell me now.
Hey, that's not right. Why should I be forgiven? It's you guys who are to be blamed.
God, shut up. Tell me now.
I'm having so much free time in the hospital, so I started X with a help from my friend.
And you posted on it?
Yeah, at first I just used it to browse, but after I found out about you and Paul, I started noticing a lot of being cheated wife users. I thought I might as well post something.
What did you post?
You gave me useless information about Paul and you, so I just copied and pasted it.
Huh? What the hell have you done?
Yeah, but of course I didn't mention your names, and I'm not using my real name either.
Then how did they find out? I knew you were the one who told everyone.
No, that's absolutely not true. I'm not in contact with anyone.
Then how would everyone know? What's going on?
Well, I don't know. My profile picture? My face is covered by my phone though. Maybe they could tell because the background was a hospital?
What are you talking about? Tell me your username.
Okay, let me send it to you.
What the hell? The personal information on the bed? The name of the hospital is on it. Hey, it's easy to know who it is.
Oh, yeah. My friends and colleagues might have figured it out. Is that why my tweets were retweeted? X is very interesting.
It's not funny. What are you going to do?
If they know it's me, there's nothing I can do. It's been spread a lot. Besides...
What?
Some sent me messages. It was a guy. He said he felt so sorry for me. Wait, this guy?
What? You know him?
Oh, now I know. He mind-read me, so I was wondering why.
You have an idea who this person is? Who? Tell me now.
I knew it.
What?
He's Paul's cousin.
Cousin? How do you know?
Because he used to come over to our house a lot. Right. He was using X. He used to take pictures of the food I cooked and post them. That's the username I saw back then. I remember now. But that means... I guess all the relatives know about it now. Sorry, my bad.
Hey, what are you going to do? I can't even see the relatives anymore. It's your fault.
No. That's not true. It was you who is having an affair with Paul while I'm in the hospital. They would find out someday anyway.
Shut up! I don't want to be told by you.
How can you say that after making me so miserable in the hospital?
I don't care. Paul and I are having fun.
How selfish are you? You don't care about anyone, do you? Don't you have anything like kindness or compassion? Well, that's why you can do such terrible things, huh? I can do nothing but cry on the bed. I was so frustrated and disappointed, like I was going crazy. But thanks to X, I feel a bit better.
But that doesn't mean it's too much to spread it to the whole world. Hey, can you please clear up this misunderstanding?
What misunderstanding?
Tell them that Paul loves me more than his ex-wife, which means we're in love with each other.
Okay, let me post it on X right now. I just got a message from my sister who stole my husband from me. She wants me to use the post to clear up the misunderstanding. She told me to post that my sister and my husband were in love with each other. I am being threatened right now. I think this is not right. There you go. Zoe, I posted it.
Hey! This is a useless post. I mean, it makes me look even worse.
But I'm not lying. I've been posting nothing but the truth all along. And you know what?
What? There's more?
Yeah, I'm tagging all my posts with hashtag spread the word. So I think a lot of people are watching. More than you think. So maybe the people around you and Paul have found out. Surprisingly, a large number of people are using X.
God, no!
It seems that it was Paul's cousin who was messaging me. He had heard from Paul that I was in the hospital, so he noticed immediately. And he was surprised by the post and retweeted it with hashtag spread the word. He said he wanted to let everyone know about Paul's wrongdoings. After I left the hospital, of course, I divorced Paul. My sister and Paul were cut off from my parents, being slandered by all the relatives, and left this town as if they were running away. I don't know what happened to them after that. I got out from the hospital, but I am still in poor health and am recuperating at home. When I recover completely, I would like to move to a new place and start a new life. I still feel a little depressed, but for now, my priority is to get well.
Hi, mother-in-law. Sorry for the delay in getting back to you. I was in a meeting and didn't have my phone with me. I'm sorry it took a while to notice you called. It seems you called me several times. It seems like it was urgent. How can I help you? Oh, thanks for replying, Stacy. I'm sorry to interrupt your meeting. It's nothing important. Huh? It was a phone call, not a message. I thought something was wrong. It's really not a big deal. How would you handle my phone calls? I was just testing you. I was being tested? Yes. What would you do if I called you repeatedly like I did earlier? Because if someone calls repeatedly while you're at work, usually people wonder what's going on, don't they? But you just kept on working, didn't you? You really just do as you please, don't you? Now I know exactly how you feel about me. Well, you and I don't know each other that well after all. I didn't expect it, but that's how it is. No. Wait a minute. I was in a meeting and didn't have my phone with me. I didn't intentionally not answer the phone. It's not that I don't care about my mother-in-law. That's not how I feel at all. I'm on the phone with you now, aren't I? You don't have to get so mad. I didn't have any expectations of you from the beginning. Well, what do you mean by that? I mean exactly what I said. You're my daughter-in-law. You haven't been treating me like you're my daughter-in-law, have you? Not only to me. Isn't it the same with my son? Right. You haven't lived up to my expectations, have you? What are you talking about, mother-in-law? You should understand what I'm talking about. Isn't there something you feel guilty about? What? Is it about a child? Oh, I knew you knew. You know what everyone is expecting. You don't want to have kids, do you? Work, work, work. You really hate me and Stevie, don't you? That's not true. I don't blame work either. I know how Stephen feels and how you feel, but this is not a problem I can just solve on my own. Are you sure about that? What? It's a matter of whether you want to do it or not. Well, let me tell you something. Are you trying to have a baby? Going to the hospital or... Not yet. Get a checkup. If you can't have children, it means you're not trying hard enough. No, I want children too, but I really can't. Huh? Why do you assume it's impossible? This is happening because you have a body that can't conceive, right? That's why I said I don't expect much from you. I pity my son who took such a woman as his wife. There are things I can't control. You're a woman too, so you should understand, right? Can't you just understand this? Huh, you're being so rude. How could I possibly understand a wife like that? You don't listen to me at all, don't you think so? What? I tell you to quit your job, but you keep doing it. And when I tell you to focus on the family, you say, I'm doing work. You keep making excuses. How could you possibly have a child if you're like that? That's why even Stevie is getting fed up with you. Did Stephen say something? Of course he's dissatisfied. Already he complains every day. If you think about it, you'd understand. You can't even do housework well. You demand to split the household chores, and you despise your husband. A wife who can't do anything but work. His ideal marriage wasn't like this. No. Isn't it natural? It's not you who should be depressed about it. You're the one who should feel sorry for Stevie. Don't react like I'm so shocked. It's Stevie who is in shock. You are the perpetrator. Rachel, enough. Even if you're my mother-in-law, there are things you can say and things you can't. It's hard for me too that I can't have children. Everyone has their own reasons. It's sometimes hard just because you know that. What? Are you playing the tragic heroine? You're the one who caused all this in the first place, aren't you? Will you stop acting like you're the only one who feels bad? I want you to stop making excuses like you're the only one who feels sorry for yourself. The person you should feel sorry for is Stevie, right? Have you ever thought about Stevie's feelings a little? I fully understand how hard it is for Stephen, but having a child, and about my work, it's between me and my husband. It's something we need to discuss as a couple. I'm a little offended that you went so far as to call me out on this. Well, you talk to your mother-in-law this way? You're even crazier than I imagined. Why did Stevie marry such a person? I really feel sorry for him. You haven't fulfilled any of your duties as a wife. In that case, Stevie shouldn't have gotten married. I think he would be very happy now. Sorry, I'm at work. Let's talk about this when I have more time. Oh, really? When it doesn't go your way, you run away. That's the thing. That's what's wrong with you. If you think you can just blame everything on work, you're wrong. Stevie must hate that you do that too. I'm sorry. I can't finish our talk now, so please excuse me. It's an important talk, and you're running away? Fine. You keep running away like that. If you keep running away like that, Stevie will really dump you. I'm just trying to warn you. Thank you for your advice. Now, if you'll excuse me. Stacy, you have time today, right? Can you text me now? Hello, mother-in-law. I'm fine. Is there something wrong? I have something important to tell you. Important?
I thought we could talk more slowly on your day off, so I decided to do it today.
Yes? What is it about?
Actually, Stevie is at my house right now.
Oh, I didn't know. I knew he went out early this morning. He went to visit you?
Yes, Stevie doesn't want to stay there anymore. He says he's fed up with your freewheeling ways. I warned you a lot, didn't I?
Huh. I didn't think he felt that way. I'm sorry to hear that.
What? The way you said that. It's your fault this happened. Don't you have any remorse or apology? Do you even know what this means?
Yes, I'm well aware. I'm sure I had something to do with it. As for Stephen, I think it's both of our faults.
What a thing to say. Are you saying it's Stevie's fault?
Well, there's a cause.
Stevie ran away to his parents' house because he was exhausted. Not even a single word of apology.
I don't understand. Why should I apologize?
Well, how crazy can you be? Because you're not fulfilling your duty as a wife. This is what's happening. Don't you feel sorry for Stevie?
I hate to say this, but I don't neglect the house just because I'm working. I do the housework, and I take care of Stephen's personal needs. I never once asked him to do anything. So why am I the only one to blame? You don't know anything. I think you're a little bit crazy.
What a surprise. You never cease to amaze me. You know why Stevie is so depressed, don't you? He wants a child. A child!
You're talking about that again.
What do you mean again? I've been telling you for a long time. I told you so many times, but you don't understand anything. You are unfit to be a wife. If you can't even have a baby, my son is divorcing you.
Are you sure?
What? How can you say that?
I'm glad. Thank you.
Huh?
No, I'm really glad. I was thinking that too. I'm glad you told me about the divorce.
Huh? What do you mean? You must be in shock. You really are crazy. You're just telling me that? I don't understand how anyone in your position could want a divorce. I hate you for being so rude.
I'm blamed every day for not being able to have children. Blaming me alone for it? Being called over and over again while I'm at work? I can't stand that this situation continues.
That's because you're not being a good wife. It's not my fault. Besides, it's Stevie who's been putting up with it the most. If it's like this, I shouldn't have let him get married.
Maybe you're right. I can't stand being blamed this much either. I thought that Stephen and I would be happy together. I guess I was naive.
Please don't be so high and mighty, and don't blame me for Stevie. I'm annoyed, and Stevie is annoyed too because he got a wife like you. Just get a divorce and go away.
Thank you very much. I will definitely do that. Thank you for everything, even if it was only for a short time. Goodbye.
I'm sorry for calling you out of the blue. I wonder if you remember me.
What? Mother-in-law?
I'm not your mother-in-law anymore. You're still so rude. You and I have been unrelated for a long time, haven't we?
You're right. I'm sorry. Rachel, it's been a while. What's wrong?
No problem. I'm very happy about something. I just had to let you know.
Something happy? Okay.
Yes, actually, Stephen got remarried. And with a pretty girl 7 years younger than him. She's an office worker at a company.
Wow, I didn't know that. What does that have to do with me?
What? Normally you'd celebrate more, wouldn't you?
Even though we're not family anymore?
Stevie got remarried, remember?
Oh, right. Congratulations on his remarriage.
You were and still are really mean.
That's me, I guess.
You're still talking down to me. Well, that's okay. I don't care about that. I'm sorry for you.
Sorry for what?
You're a single woman who can't have kids and is suffering from infertility. I'm sorry that only Stevie got remarried.
I'm remarried too.
Oh, really? Is that so? I didn't know.
Yes, I remarried a year and a half ago.
Oh, I see. It's great that you got remarried. Some people are just plain lucky. Stevie is going to have the child he's always wanted this time.
Is the woman he married pregnant?
She's not pregnant yet, but she's still young, and unlike you, she'll have a child soon. Now that's a relief to me too. You're infertile though, and that was impossible for you.
I already have a child.
Huh? What? I can't believe you have a child.
Thankfully, I have a pretty little girl. I got remarried a year and a half ago. We didn't do any particular fertility testing. It just happened naturally and quickly. We are now living happily together as a family.
What? No, lying is not good. Lies. I get how you feel. I know you're frustrated because Stevie got remarried, but that doesn't mean you should have fun lying about your bad luck.
What's the point of lying to you? I'm just telling it like it is. I'm already a mother.
Huh. That can't be true. Even when you were married to Stevie, you didn't get pregnant for about 4 years. Because you were infertile and worked all the time.
Rachel, what are you talking about? It was your son who was infertile.
Huh? What are you talking about? Don't be silly.
If you don't believe me, please get him tested. Well, I did it once a few years ago and already got the results.
Oh no. Is that why you couldn't have children?
When I was married, I thought it would be better for my husband if I kept quiet about it. I thought you would be devastated. And yet, Stephen blamed me for not being able to have children. That's unforgivable, isn't it? I put up with it because it was a sensitive issue. Now that I think about it, Stephen was just being selfish.
What? Then just because he remarried doesn't mean he'll have a baby?
That's right.
Oh no.
Even if it wasn't me on the other side, your son wouldn't have been able to do it in the first place. I told you that everyone has their own reasons.
I won't forgive you if you're making this up. You're the one lying anyway.
If you want to think that, go ahead. But I don't think he can have children. I'm sorry to hear that. Be careful not to bully his wife. Rachel was an impossible person till the end. I don't want her to be involved in my life again, so I changed my phone model and all my phone numbers and accounts. According to what a mutual friend told me long after the last message, Rachel had been bullying his new wife without learning her lesson. She blamed only his wife, even though her own son was infertile. Her son was infertile, but he kept blaming his pretty wife, and as a result, she left him after only 1 year. His new wife put up with it for just a year. I'm sure that mother and son will live in harmony with each other for a long time to come. I wonder if you're home right now. Are you going to write back? Linda, what are you doing? Oh my God, you are slow. Respond to my messages immediately. I didn't notice your message. I'm sorry. I'm at a big shopping center right now. I'm having a hard time moving around. I left my phone in my bag. You went to a big shopping center? How dare you go so far away without telling me? Sorry. I was hoping to cut down on food costs a little. I thought I'd try buying in bulk. By the way, have you decided on today's menu? I haven't been asked anything. You went shopping on your own without asking me what I wanted to eat? I got a lot of potatoes from a friend today. I'm going to make potato salad. I'm trying to find fish to go with it. Huh? Potato salad? You're going to make me and my husband eat something with that many calories? What if we become obese? Linda, it's not about what you want to eat. Think about us a little too. Huh? But I asked my father-in-law, and he said he wanted to eat potato salad. You said you like potato salad too, right? Didn't you?
That's because that's what Henry bought for me at a fancy delicatessen. It's not the same as the cheesy potato salad you make. There's no way I would eat something like that.
No way. So, you'd rather I buy today's meal?
Would you do that? I can't eat something that high in calories.
Then can I make potato salad tomorrow? The potatoes need to be cooked quickly or they will go bad.
Linda, is potato salad the only thing you can think of? Why don't you make something else?
What do you mean by something else?
I don't know. That's something you'll have to figure out. If you really want to eat potato salad, Linda, if you really want to eat potato salad, you can eat it by yourself.
I understand. Then I'll prepare something else for your dinner.
Isn't it obvious? Do you not understand unless I tell you every single time? You really lack comprehension, don't you? You've been married for more than 2 years, and you haven't learned anything? I guess idiots don't grow up over time.
Well, with all due respect...
What?
I understand that I'm not doing things the way you want me to, but that doesn't mean you have to talk to me like that, no matter how much it bothers you.
Huh? What? You're being quite blunt. Are you in a position to say such a thing? You are the one who married into our family, right? And yet you're acting all cocky towards me, your mother-in-law. It's so annoying. Can't you be a little more humble?
Am I such a bad wife? I'm doing the best I can in this house in my own way.
That kind of pretending to be depressed makes me even angrier. Why don't you just do what you're told and don't talk back to me? You're a real pain in the ass.
Even when I'm quiet, you complain when I express my opinion. No matter what I do, you won't approve of me. What am I supposed to do? If I don't do anything, it's going to be difficult and demanding to live with you.
Huh? Even if you are bitter and demanding, I don't care about that.
Oh, no?
As long as you do what you're told by me, as you're told, that's all that matters. Do you understand?
Yes, that's enough. You mean I shouldn't argue, right?
Oh, you're very understanding. You're the wife, that's all. Just take care of the house. You're on maternity leave now, and, well, you're home, aren't you? You'd rather you quit your job and stay home all the time, wouldn't you?
No, that's non-negotiable. You wanted me to live with you instead of continuing to work, right? Right now, I still want to keep my job, too.
Oh, really? You want to work? You'll neglect your house and your mother-in-law?
I didn't say that, did I?
Well, it doesn't matter. You're home on maternity leave right now. Cooking, laundry, cleaning. You should do it all, right? Do you think you understand a wife's job? That's why idiots are so annoying.
Okay. Even though I'm on maternity leave, I'm still having nausea and I'm not in the best of health. I can't do all the housework. You also experienced childbirth, so you understand, don't you?
You're so sloppy and annoying. You know what? You're like a slave to me now that you're married. Since you married my Luke, you will work in this house forever, okay? Oops, I meant housekeeper, not slave.
That's awful. Okay, I get it. I still have some shopping to do.
I'll drop you another text when I come up with a good menu. We're trying to cut down on food costs, so don't waste your time shopping, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then, I'll send you a message when I'm done with my tea time with my friend. Pick me up at the front of the store.
Yes, ma'am. I'll talk to you later then.
Linda, I'm calling you now. Wait, are you not answering the phone again? Answer the phone. That's enough of that, isn't it?
Excuse me, mother-in-law, I'm at the hospital.
If you're in the hospital, why didn't you just say so right away? You're such a moron with everything.
I'm sorry. What's so urgent?
You went to the hospital, didn't you?
Yes?
It was a routine checkup, right?
Yes, but...
Was it a boy or a girl? I thought it was about time we found out the gender.
Oh, I just found out. The baby looks like a girl.
Huh? A girl? Didn't I tell you to have a boy?
Yes, but I'm afraid that it is what it is.
You're really useless. You're completely useless as a wife.
What?
I said I want a boy. Why a girl? We don't want a girl.
No, but even if you said that, it's not my choice whether it will be a girl or a boy.
See, you're back talking again. You always start with excuses, don't you? I told you not to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk back to you.
We're an important family and we need an heir. How can you say it's a girl?
You don't have to talk like that. It'll make my baby sad.
Huh? How can a child in your belly see a text message? You really don't know enough about being a wife, do you? Up until now, no matter how bad things have been, I've been able to bear it because you're Luke's wife. Are you bringing shame to our family?
Shame? I don't think so.
No, you're doing this on purpose. Don't give birth to such a child. Get pregnant with the next one quickly.
Mother-in-law? Do you know what you're saying?
I know what I'm saying. I'm saying you don't have to have that baby. It's a child we don't need. Don't you understand what I'm saying?
It's a precious life from me and him. Why do you say such a terrible thing about not needing her? It doesn't matter which gender it is. It's still a precious child to me and my husband.
It's not important to me. If it were a boy, it would mean something. But a girl? You don't need it, do you? Why did you become his wife? You're really useless.
Stop messing around. Our child is not a thing. You don't need it? Even if you're my mother-in-law, it's unforgivable to say something like that.
Oh, you're upset? I don't expect you to forgive me. I don't care about your feelings. Don't get carried away. All you have to do is take care of the house for us. But if we can't have a boy, there's no point in you staying with us.
You are too much. Your husband was very excited about his first grandchild. I'm sure he will adore her, even if it's a girl.
Don't talk like a know-it-all.
Huh?
What do you know about your father-in-law? Don't act like you know better. I know him better than anyone. When he finds out he's not going to have a grandson, he's going to want to get rid of you.
No, he won't. I don't think my father-in-law is like that.
You're such a mouthy bitch. You know what? We don't need a girl. We don't need to spend money to have a baby. If you want to stay with Luke, give up the girl.
Huh?
And next time, get pregnant with a boy. And if it's still a girl again, do so until you have a boy. Do you understand?
It seems like there's nothing I can say to you. I don't want to go on with this any longer. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. Linda, you're still on your way, right? Linda, I'm almost home. Linda, I'm on my way home now. Be ready to serve dinner soon. Do you understand me? If you're not going to answer my calls, at least reply to me. Linda, where are you? I just got home, but you're not home. Linda, where have you gone? Come home soon. Linda, answer me.
What is it?
You. What is it? How dare you? Where the hell have you been? You went missing. I told you to prepare the meal.
I told your husband I was leaving home.
I haven't heard anything. You know, your father-in-law is tired too. So where are you? Isn't it time to eat already?
I'm out with my husband.
Oh, so you're with Luke too? Well, that's fine, but come home soon. You haven't prepared anything for my meal.
Prepare your meals by yourself.
What? What are you talking about? You're my daughter-in-law. You haven't even done a single household chore. Get your ass back home and do something about the house.
I will never go back to that house again.
What? You've got to be kidding me. Do you have any idea what will happen to you? Have you forgotten your position?
I'm living in a new house with my husband starting today. I won't go back to that house unless something really bad happens.
Don't make such a stupid joke. Anyway, come home soon.
I'm not joking. We're really not going back. Besides, I'm not a slave.
Huh? That's enough. I'll tell your father and Kevin.
I have their consent, so go ahead. In fact, I'm with my husband right now.
What? Both of them know?
Yes, they do. In fact, it was my father-in-law who recommended that we move out. I guess he understood after all.
What? What do you mean? Why did you do that?
He always knew that I was being bullied. He couldn't bear to watch. He knew he had to do something about it when I got pregnant. So while you were out, he talked to my husband and me about it. The three of us were secretly making preparations for the move.
Oh no! The three of you were doing that without telling me?
Yes, my mental state had reached its limit, so I'm grateful that my father-in-law suggested it. My husband and father-in-law are very angry about it too.
What? Why? Why would you do that? Wait. I'll apologize first. I'm sorry. But how can I proceed without talking to you? Just come home. Let's talk once.
That's enough.
What?
No matter what I said, you just ignored me. I realized that it was useless to talk to you. So I discussed it with my husband, and this is what we came up with. So there's no need to discuss it.
Oh no.
Well, I'm going to end this chat now. My husband doesn't want to talk to you either. Please don't call me anymore.
Huh? You're kidding. Kevin? But I'm his mother. Reply.
Mother-in-law, I wish you well. Goodbye. My father-in-law never told my mother-in-law about our whereabouts. We no longer have any contact with my mother-in-law either, and now we are living peacefully. My father-in-law has been sneaking in to visit us. He is looking forward to the birth of our child. If my mother-in-law has a change of heart in the future, he might bring her here, he said. Thanks to leaving my parents-in-law house, I will be able to go through the birth of my child without any worries.
I'm done for the day. I'm leaving now, okay?
You're early. I'm going to be late.
Working late again?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm starved. Is there anything to eat?
Just eat whatever we have at home.
Huh? That's too much trouble. I'm tired from work. I'll just eat something on the way home.
That's fine. Do as you please. I'm working too, you know. If you have a problem with it, why don't you do a little housework too, Julian?
Hey, my bad.
I am Kendra, 42 years old, married for 10 years. We live together comfortably as a married couple, unable to have children because of my husband Julian, who is 6 years younger than me. I have come to think that is fine because children are not everything. Instead, I am devoted to my work and have a full-time career myself. We have separate wallets, so we both live quite freely. Although he works diligently, he earns much less than I do, and he does not do any housework. When we first got married, he was younger than me, and I adored the fact that he was needy. I used to think I had to be there for him. But to be honest, being this busy every day has its limits. But now, instead of being a supportive partner, we are more like roommates, and our relationship has cooled off. Still, I married my partner because I love him. Of course, I still love him, and I had respected him. However...
Hey, Meg,
Huh? Meg?
I can't drink anymore.
You're drinking?
Yeah, I know. I got invited by one of our client's top people. I'm hiding in the bathroom. It's hard.
Sounds like you've been drinking a lot. Are you okay?
They made me drink a lot. Sorry about today.
What's wrong?
I told you I'd go out with you. It looks like I'm not going to be able to make it.
What? A date?
Don't be angry. I made you feel lonely, didn't I? I'll make it up to you.
Make it up to me? What are you going to do for me?
What do you want? I'll do anything.
Anything?
Anything. I'll do anything for you. Or maybe a trip?
Even something expensive?
Ah, but something cheaper than the bag I bought the other day. Anything over $1,000 is just for Christmas and birthdays.
I see. You're a cheapskate, aren't you?
Oh, don't say that. Let's go on a short trip, huh?
A trip sounds nice. That might be exciting.
Then we're all set. We're going on a staycation.
Where are we going?
Oh yeah, let's stay at a really nice hotel. I'm so excited.
Hey, can I ask you something?
What is it?
What are we going to do on the trip?
Tell me that you don't like music, you know? Of course, it's going to be naughty.
Really?
I'm so excited just by imagining it. I got so hot talking about it. Maybe I'll go over to your house today. I can't stand it anymore.
Your wife will get mad at you.
It's okay. She's not interested in what I do.
Is that so?
Yeah, she only thinks about work. I don't think she needs me. Well, I'm not really interested in her either.
So, that's how it is.
Of course, that's how it is. I'm not the least bit interested in my wife at all. She's an old lady. She's not even pretty. She's always acting like a big shot.
Then why are you married?
I just live with her because she makes a lot of money.
Oh, I see.
Even though she's a woman, she works really hard. She has money and a house. It's like, who do you think you are?
That's great. It makes your life easier, doesn't it?
That's true. But she's not cute. I don't feel comforted being with her.
I see.
For me, it's your comfort that I want. So can I come over today too?
Today too?
Uh-huh. I want to be there every day. I want to be with you all the time.
Now?
Yeah. I can't?
When was the last time you were here?
Was it the day before last? Even if it had been every day, I still want to see you now. Comfort me, baby. I'm going over there to hold you. Hold me tight, Meg.
But you're married. You'd better go home. Your wife's waiting for you.
I don't want to. I don't want to go home.
That's cheating.
That's not cheating. I'm serious. I'll go back home to you. I want to be with you.
If you divorce your wife, fine.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll get a divorce.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Absolutely?
I promise.
Okay then. If you're going to get a divorce, you can come.
Yay. That's my girl, Meg. You're so sweet. I'll see you later.
On that day, Julian did not come home as per his message. He must have gone to that Meg's house. It's a common mishap where he got drunk and mistook his lover's and wife's contacts. Julian didn't even notice. Or it was that he didn't contact me the next day. I was shocked and stunned. I was indeed unable to get any work done, so I went home earlier than usual. When I returned home, I saw Julian, who had apparently left early, slumped on the sofa in the living room sound asleep. He must have stayed up late the night before. And on Julian's phone, which was lying on the floor, were the messages still on the screen. A text from Meg with hearts all over it, and an attached photo of the two of them naked together, probably a selfie. Disgusting. This is what all good things must come to an end must mean.
Somebody made a mistake at work, so I'm off to a client's office.
That's a lot of work. New York?
What? Why?
Just a hunch.
I see. You're good. That's amazing. Yeah, it's New York. My coworker made a terrible mistake. It's gonna take me about 3 days to figure it out. It's not going to be easy.
3 days? You mean you're going to be there the whole time?
I don't have a choice. It's my job.
That's unusual. Your company doesn't do business trips at all. But to suddenly have to stay there for 3 days?
What? Don't you believe me? It's my job. I have no choice. It's my boss's order. I can't say no. You're working too, you know that?
I don't care, but why are you angry?
I'm not angry.
So, where are you going to stay?
At a hotel near the airport. I'll find a cheap place.
Okay. I haven't prepared anything. What about a change of clothes or something?
I'm not a child. You don't have to worry about that. I'll take care of it.
Okay, I see. You seem busy all of a sudden. If it's work, there's not much you can do. If it is work.
Yeah, I know, right? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a real mess out in the field. I won't be able to call you for about 3 days.
I understand.
I'll call you when it's done.
Okay, fine then. I'm gonna be extremely busy for the next few days too. It doesn't make a difference. Good timing.
I see. Good then.
See you later.
Kendra. Hey, I can't unlock the door. Why? Wake up, hurry up.
It's still morning. What's with all the racket? I've been up for a while.
Then unlock the door. I can't get in the house.
Which house?
My house, of course. Don't be stupid.
Where is your house?
The house you live in. Where else would it be but this house?
I know where my house is. Your house?
Huh?
I bought that condo. It's not your house, right?
Huh? What are you talking about? Well, you may have bought it, but we're married, so it's my house too. We're a married couple, you know.
I'm sorry to say, anything you bought before you were married isn't included in the property division in a divorce. So that house is mine. I bought it. It's in my name.
What the hell are you going on about? I don't care about any of that. It's your house, okay? Just get on with it and unlock the door.
I mean, what? You just got home?
That's right.
Back in the morning? What a carefree thing to do.
It can't be helped. It's work.
Work, huh?
Hurry up. I have to get dressed and ready. I'll be late for work.
Hey, man.
What the hell?
Did you have fun in New York?
How can I be fine if it's work? I was so busy for 3 days. I'm exhausted.
If you're going all the way to New York, you should have stayed at the Moonlight Resort. What a waste.
There's no way I would stay there. I'm on business and I stay in a hotel for young romantic couples like that.
So, you know it's full of couples. How do you know that?
Whatever, I don't care. Just hurry up and unlock the door. I'm going to be late for work.
Too bad.
Huh?
The lock to the room in front of you where you probably are right now, I can't even open it anymore.
Huh?
I didn't have enough time to sell it, so I asked the real estate agent to rent it out for now. I'm sure they changed the locks. The real estate company manages the place now, so Neither you nor I have access to it.
Huh? What are you saying? I don't understand.
So, I'll say it again. I only had 3 days, which wasn't enough time to sell it. So I had the real estate agency manage it and rent it out. It's a condominium for rent. Do you understand?
Huh? Why are you renting it out?
I get passive income from the rent. It's a little too big for one person.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? It's our house, right?
I'm not joking.
Stop joking around. Just open the door.
I told you, I can't open it. They already changed the locks.
I'm in a hurry. What am I going to do about work?
I thought you'd be home last night. It really is too bad.
Well, you may have bought it, but...
I didn't expect you to come home in the morning. If you had come home yesterday, you could have at least been ready to go to work.
What could I have done? It's my job, so don't complain.
If you were on a business trip yesterday, you at least have a suit. Why don't you just go?
I'm gonna change clothes.
Nobody's looking at your suit.
Still, it's only natural to change as a matter of appearance, right?
I see. Grab your big suitcase, wear your favorite sneakers, and a denim t-shirt. But then, you can't go to work like that, can you?
What? How? How do you know?
I'm the one who does all your packing and laundry, remember? I can tell what you don't have at home at a glance. Don't underestimate the knowledge of a housewife.
What are you talking about? Just open the door. We'll talk later.
You're relentless. You should have noticed by now. It's not the same as before. There's not even a name plaque, right? Do you see the umbrella stand and flower pots that used to be outside the front door?
No.
Do you get it now? I'm not there anymore. I moved out.
Where? Where did you move to?
The women's dormitory at work. I haven't been able to find a place to live yet because I made moving out the priority. I'm busy with work too. I'm living in the dorm until I find a place.
My stuff.
I didn't know what to do with it. I sent it to your parents' house for now.
Huh? My parents' house? In New Hampshire?
Yes. Do you have any other parents' homes? I told them what happened and showed them all the evidence. I told them to throw it away or keep it or do whatever they wanted with it. My mother-in-law seemed so ashamed. Poor thing. She didn't know what to do. Your father was furious, though. Of course, he would be, right?
What have you done? I can't just go get it in New Hampshire now, can I? Oh, God. What am I going to do? I don't get it.
You don't get it?
The circumstances, the evidence. What the hell is that? You keep saying things that don't make sense.
You must have some idea what's going on, right?
I don't.
You don't?
I'm late for work. It's your fault.
Yeah, you can be late, but you have to go to work.
I can't go dressed like this.
You said you would be busy at work and couldn't be reached. I went to the trouble of sending you divorce papers and a content-certified letter demanding compensation to your office. I am so kind.
What? Divorce papers? What are you talking about?
You said we were breaking up.
Who's separating from who?
You and me.
What? I didn't say that, okay?
I'll break up with you just like you wanted. Just go ahead and sign the papers already.
Huh? What the hell have you been talking about all this time? Wait a minute. I don't get it. To my office?
You've been so busy that I couldn't reach you for 3 days. I had to send it to you at work because I was in a hurry. It's work, so there wasn't much you could do, was there? You were on a business trip, right?
Stop screwing around. What are people gonna think of me? I don't even have any luggage. What am I gonna do now?
Why don't you go see Meg? You want to see her every day, don't you?
How do you know? What's with you today? Have you been stalking me?
How is it a wife is a stalker when she knows stuff about her husband? You sent me the text yourself, didn't you? You sent it to the wrong address.
Huh?
You got drunk, mistook me for someone you were cheating with, and sent me a bunch of incriminating text messages. I was in shock, but I'm over it now. Thanks for leaving me plenty of evidence.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Scroll down and check it out. You mistakenly send those messages to me every time you get drunk. I can't believe you haven't even noticed at all. You really don't care about me at all, do you? Have you come up with an excuse? When you were sleeping the other night, I got to see your entire talk history with Meg. And naked pictures too. Disgusting.
Huh? You saw that?
You just left it there for anyone to see.
You're so nosy.
Well, I'm sorry about that. As a wife, I apologize. But who was the first to betray who? I've recorded all the incriminating talks and photos, so there's no point in erasing them now.
Oh, hey, no,
The person you cheated on me with is registered as Meg, and I'm Kendra. We look alike, so it's hard to tell when you're drunk. You shouldn't have texted your lover when you were drinking. However, thanks to you screwing up your text messages, I was able to make up my mind, and I'm grateful to you. While you were on vacation, I got the moving and immobilization paperwork done. 3 days goes by so fast. I've been so busy.
You've got to be kidding me. It's selfish to go around making decisions on your own.
What? Selfish? Don't be ridiculous. When you were told you could come to her house if you divorced your wife, you're the one who said you'd divorce me in a heartbeat. I have proof.
That's because I was drunk. I didn't mean it. There's no way I would say that seriously.
You promised you would divorce me.
I'm sorry. I was drunk. I
called the company and you lied about the business trip. Well, that's what I thought anyway.
Huh? You called the company?
I heard you took 3 days off with pay. I heard you and Meg were enjoying Moonlight Resort. That's very elegant.
That's not true. It really was a business trip.
There's no way I'd stay in a hotel full of couples like that for work. You said so yourself, you idiot. It's already obvious. Did you forget I'm in PR for Moonlight Resort?
No, I mean, it wasn't my decision.
You're blaming Meg. You're an awful man.
No, it's not that.
I saw on text that Meg wanted to go to Moonlight Resort. You've got some nerve cheating on your wife at her place of work.
Even if it's the same Moonlight Resort, you work at the head office in Tokyo, don't you?
I was at Moonlight Resort yesterday for an interview.
Jeez, are you serious?
Yeah, it was supposed to be next week, but I saw that message, so I had to reschedule on short notice. All the way to yesterday.
Seriously, you...
Thank you for staying with us, and thank you for filling out the survey. It will be helpful for our future services.
Huh? Wait. No, I mean...
Your relationship, lovers. Purpose of visit, sightseeing. Couple plan for a double room with an open-air bath. You added a cake with room service as a surprise. The cake plate was for your 2-year anniversary.
You've got to be kidding me.
You've been together for 2 years? You cheated on your wife for 2 years. More and more evidence is piling up. That's terrible.
Oh no.
Of course, I've filed for compensation from Meg as well.
Seriously?
Of course. She was your subordinate at the same company, right? I didn't have her contact information. I sent hers to the company too.
What? Oh no. Seriously, don't do that. If they find out, it'll be bad.
Then you'd better go to the office as soon as possible. I know it's a little late for that, but I sent a content-certified letter to your boss.
What?
What could I do? You were out of the office on paid leave, and I was told not to contact you. It was urgent, so I asked the boss who handled it. I sent it to your boss.
I'm sorry.
For what?
It was just an impulse. I didn't mean it.
After 2 years of cheating on me?
It was just a passing fancy.
Oh, just stop it. I'm dead serious, you know.
I'm sorry.
I don't need an apology. You're not a child, so as long as you make it up to me in a proper way, then everything will be okay. And I want you completely out of my life.
I won't do it again.
It's fine, just as long as you leave me alone now.
Don't say that.
I mean, the house was mine to begin with. You make less money than I do. You never come home. You don't pay for any of the expenses and just use all your money as you please. When you do come home, you don't do any housework or cleaning, cooking, or even the shopping. You can't even have children. What good would it do for me to be married to you? Nothing, right? In fact, there are too many disadvantages.
Merits, demerits. Don't talk like that. We're married.
Yeah, I guess we were a couple if you could say that. It's my fault. I chose the wrong husband. I screwed up in the most important part. I'm not interested in you anymore, so let's just break up.
Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. I'm so sorry. I just got a call from my mom saying she's going to throw my stuff away.
I got one too. Of course, I told her to do whatever she wants, and I'm going to block you. I have nothing to do with you anymore.
My boss is mad at me too, telling me to get over there as soon as possible. Meg also sent me a message saying she's breaking up with me. She's mad at me for getting charged for compensation. My boss says if I don't show up, I'll be fired. What am I supposed to do?
Why don't you just go?
Come with me and tell him it was all a misunderstanding and apologize to the company together. Kendra, please.
I'm not a child. Give me a break.
Food, shelter, bath. What am I supposed to do? What will I do about a suit? What am I supposed to do tomorrow? Huh? Where do I live? Where am I going to sleep tonight?
You'll have to figure all that stuff out on your own. I'm not at all interested in that.
How am I supposed to live on my own?
You can do whatever you want. Maybe you're too uninterested to know. I'm not your mother, your guardian, or your housekeeper. Find someone else to feed and clothe you. Farewell.
Kendra, please. Please wait. Help me. I'll never cheat on you again. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Julian, who had lost his home, could not even change into a suit. It seems he went to the office dressed as he was on his way back from the trip. While he was enjoying himself at Moonlight Resort, there was big trouble. As a grown adult, this is unthinkable. Julian had leaked company secrets to another company via an attached email. Although his bosses and colleagues at the company tried to contact him, in order to ignore my messages, Julian had turned off his phone and nobody could get through to him. He must have really wanted to enjoy the trip with Meg. However, he took the responsibility and was fired from his job. Julian, who had no money, no house, and no job, was quickly cut off by Meg. Julian had lost everything. I blocked him because of his daily annoying text messages. He was in need of money and wandered around in front of the women's dormitory every day. He was reported as a suspicious person and taken away by the police when he entered the premises. It took a long time, but I was able to get a divorce. I used the compensation I got from both of them as a down payment, and I bought a new house of my liking. Although I am now single, I have no problems because I can live a rich life with a passive income from my condo and my own earnings. I am determined to make my life more enjoyable.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!